Alright, this is game 2 of the of round 4, playing against Jund with our Splinter Twin deck that sideboards into an aggressive deck. I see this Pestermite here. I don't think I kept in the combo. I think I just left in a few Pestermites in place of... I don't remember exactly. Well, we'll see what happens. So I keep this hand. It has 4 lands, which is kind of, well, it's at risk of being flooded, but it has a Grim Lavamancer, which is probably my best card in this matchup. So I'm going to go ahead and just play the Grim Lavamancer. And if he plays something, oh, he casts Inquisition of Kozilek. So that's that probably just takes my Pestermite. I just have 2 Thought Scours, so I don't really have too much action, but I do have an active Grim Lavamancer, which is useful. So I have Halmar Depths, but I'm going to wait a turn on that so I can play the Halmar Depths and then cast Thought Scour so that I can mill away 2 of the cards I see with Halmar Depths and draw the last one. So it became, this combination becomes a ponder of sorts, except the cards end up being in the graveyard. And since I have 2 Thought Scours, I just cast one, hoping to hit something like Goblin Guide. Also, it means that my Grim Lavamancer is fueled. Okay, so here, well, I shoot him for 2 because probably going to kill him with damage. And he responds by dismembering my Grim Lavamancer. Strange that he didn't crack the fetch land and, well, pay the 3rd Phyrexian mana, or, sorry, pay the 2nd Phyrexian symbol and dismember, but whatever. So here I do the plan that I previously discussed. Also, this hand is disgusting. I have 5 lands in it. So I go Halmar Depths and see 2 lands in Kiki-Jiki. Not what I want to see, but at the very least I can get rid of the 2 lands, which I'm going to do at the end of his turn. So he plays a Blood Crypt untapped and goes straight into Bloodbraid mode. Fortunately he hits Lightning Bolt, which he just casts targeting me. It's much better than him hitting, well, basically anything, really. Like Thoughtseize would have been problematic, Liliana certainly would have been problematic, but unfortunately I don't really have much going, so I go ahead and Thought Scour myself. About 3 or 4 turns left before I die, and of course I draw Splinter Twin, which is not useful when I don't have any creatures. So it looks like I just kept in the combo. I guess this was because my opponent carelessly tapped out at the end of the last game, so he might, I felt that he might do that in a similar situation. So what does he do here? He does Slaughter Games targeting me. So perhaps I shouldn't have kept in the combo. He's going to be able to name Splinter Twin and take out all of my Splinter Twins. So this is going to be a tough game to win, but I do have a Kiki-Jiki, which is a way to do the combo, to win with the combo, even if he takes out all of my Splinter Twins. If I had a Deceiver Exarch here, I would have just won, but that's not the case, obviously. So I'm going to go get a land, and yeah, just draw for my turn. So I draw Burst Lightning. So here I can either cast Kiki-Jiki, or I can hold up Burst Lightning for his Raging Ravine. And I feel like Kiki-Jiki doesn't do much on its own from this state, so I just hold up Burst Lightning. Here he activates Raging Ravine, I think, yes. He activates Raging Ravine, and he goes ahead straight to attacks, and I Burst Lightning with Kicker his Raging Ravine to take it down. And he attacks me down to 7, and he plays land. Alright, so I draw Serum Visions, I cast Serum Visions, I draw a Sleight of Hand and see 2 Deceiver Exarchs, and I cast Sleight of Hand, and I have a Deceiver Exarch in my hand. So now I have the combo. I just need for him to get careless for 1 turn, and I'll be able to win with Deceiver Exarch into Kiki-Jiki. So here, he thinks a while, he plays Godless Shrine untapped, which makes me think that he's going to leave mana up. But no, instead he taps 6, and I'm like, great, I'm just going to be able to kill him with the combo. But he casts Bust, which is part of the split card Boom Bust. I'll show it to you once it gets to his graveyard, which destroys all lands. So he figures he's ahead on board, he has Bloodbraid Elf to mine nothing, he can just cast Bust and I won't have any action, he attacks me 3 times and he wins the game. Unfortunately for him, I have a Deceiver Exarch, which actually blocks Bloodbraid Elf pretty well. So it destroys all the lands, and it's just my Deceiver Exarch versus Bloodbraid Elf. Here's Boom Bust for those of you that are wondering. It's interesting in that if you cascade into it with Bloodbraid Elf, it sees the Boom side and says that you can cast this card without paying its mana cost, but you can also cast the Bust side. And whenever you Bloodbraid Elf into Bust, you usually win those games, because you probably have more board presence than your opponent. But as it is now, my Deceiver Exarch is just a brick wall against his Bloodbraid Elf. I find I have the island in my hand, I play it, he attacks, I block of course, and he unfortunately has Blackleaf Cliffs into Lightning Bolt. So that's pretty unfortunate. Now I have nothing, but fortunately, I draw Misty Rainforest. So I can Misty Rainforest for Steam Vents and take 3 and play the Grim Lavamancer, or I can wait a turn. But by waiting a turn, I'm taking an extra 3 from Bloodbraid Elf. So I go ahead and just get Steam Vents with my Misty Rainforest, untapped, and cast Grim Lavamancer. Because the Grim Lavamancer will be able to kill the Bloodbraid Elf if I manage to stay alive. So he attacks here, I drop down to 1. I don't see any point in chump blocking. If he has a Lightning Bolt, I'm dead anyway, because he could have just cast down my Grim Lavamancer there and attacked. But there's no point in chumping here, especially since my Grim Lavamancer can take out his Bloodbraid Elf. And I draw Misty Rainforest, which I can't actually use, because, well, if I sacrifice it, I pay 1 life and die. So I just, well, I let him attack. It doesn't really matter, but, yeah, I wait for him to attack, and then I kill his Bloodbraid Elf with Grim Lavamancer. He has nothing. Okay, so 5 turns, and I can actually kill him with Grim Lavamancer. I'm going to cast Thought Scour here, and I hit a Lightning Bolt, which is useful, but I might as well just use up my Grim Lavamancer activations. So I shoot him for 2 again. I draw a Snapcaster Mage, which is, well, it's basically a 2-1 flash. I don't have the mana to be able to flash anything back, but a 2-1 is pretty good in this board state. So I just go ahead and attack with Grim Lavamancer. I figure it's better to hold up Snapcaster Mage or Lightning Bolt, or like even feigning a counterspell, than to hold up Grim Lavamancer and try to shoot him with that. So I cast Inquisition here. In response, I cast Snapcaster Mage because I really want the 2-1 body on the field. And, well, Inquisition resolves, probably takes Lightning Bolt, has to take Lightning Bolt. He's on a 2-turn clock. I draw another Snapcaster Mage. And that will, well, basically seal the deal for me. Go ahead and attack him here, down to 3. I mean, if he has a Lightning Bolt, I'm dead no matter what. But if he has, like, Land Terminate, I can still win, and he just concedes with lethal on the, on board. So, I probably shouldn't have, left in the combo. Oh, I remember now. Since I was on the draw that game, my plan was to leave in the combo and make him think that, I had a normal sideboard, and then if I had lost game 2, which didn't end up happening, but I would have gone to the aggro plan in game 3 on the play and have a very high percentage of winning that game. So I was basically giving up game 2 to try to win game 3, but as we can see, I won game 2 here. So I felt like his play of casting Bust when he had, well, he had a Treetop Village. So he had 2 creatures in the form of Bloodbraid Elf and Treetop Village to my nothing. I think that was a rather poor decision. Yeah. And yeah, okay, so that's this modern 4 round event. I ended up going 3-1, which is successful. Um, as you can see, the Snapcaster Mage had a wide range of uses, from being able to flashback spells and like of various sorts, rather, whether it be a cantrip such as Thought Scour or a removal spell such as Lightning Bolt, or I don't think I actually flashed back any counter spells in this game, but it has that ability, or just attacking, which is pretty relevant, because even in this game where my plan was to win by the combo, I ended up winning by damage the normal way, and that was aided largely in part by Snapcaster Mage. So yeah, you get to see the flexibility of this deck, of being a combo deck and being able to win by the combo, but also being able to win just by being a good aggro control deck. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this modern event. I intend on recording more events and posting them up on the site. And yeah, let me know if you have any feedback. This can probably be done through the Legends Facebook group. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to doing this again. Alright, see you later.